Well, we all finished our hot cocoa. Time to finish the rest of this world.
I can actually go for some hot cocoa right now, actually.
I was gonna say. I thought you were gonna say like we all finished our hot cocoa. It's time to finish our dinner. I don't know. Really?
Dinner.
So it sounds a bit backwards. Shouldn't the hot cocoa
Yeah,
come
actually,
after?
well, it depends on what you're eating for dinner.
Hot cocoa is the dinner.
Well, that's very sad.
Nah.
No, what you do is you get like those jumbo marshmallows and then just make it like a soggy like
You see The Simpsons?
Yeah.
The marshmallow absorbs the entire hot chocolate.
What you
Yeah.
do is you take the
Hey,
time to
save
make
me
a
a
proper
slice.
goddamn cup of hot chocolate instead of the instant powder stuff. Then you can have a good cup of hot cocoa.
Now, do you make yours with water or milk?
Well, milk when I can. I
Yeah,
say when
preferably
I
milk.
can because my brother goes overboard on the milk with his cereal, so we don't always have some. But the
Best hot chocolate.
like I don't have the opportunity to make real hot chocolate, like real honest to goodness hot chocolate made the proper way, very often, and it's a lot better than the stuff with the powder.
A long time ago, I used to get Hershey's chocolate syrup. Put it in pretty much a container, shake it the fuck out of it, and put it in the microwave for like 2 minutes.
That's one way.
Well, I
to
mean,
do
if it worked, yeah.
Yeah.
That's one way to do it. It's better than powder in any case.
I haven't had powdered hot chocolate in years, so
If you do powder, you really have to heat it up to get it to dissolve.
if I'm drinking hot chocolate at all, it's probably from either Wawa or Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts actually has really good hot chocolate.
I would hope so. Chocolate is kind of their thing.
I thought it was donuts.
Yeah, most of which are chocolate. Or have chocolate in them to some extent. It's kind of a staple of the food.
It ain't Dunkin' chocolate.
Well, Dairy Queen is supposed to be Dairy Queen, but they still sell burgers. I guess they come from the same place.
The Dairy Queen really likes burgers.
Well, I mean, they figured they'd
Oh.
kill the things they milk for all their milk products.
What the fuck? I only had 3 payments left on that damn thing.
Well, it didn't hurt the bike, so.
I like how there's just always a bike waiting for him when he time travels to a bike level.
I got the gem off screen because obviously just wait for a while and then just make your way through slowly to get the boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you really want to challenge yourself, you can try to get the gem and the crystal in the same run, but you don't need to.
Yeah. Well, no, I try to just to see if I can, but if I don't, I don't, so. Rain effects.
I
It's the
like
last of the medieval levels.
being able to see the two-headed giants.
Why are
with
they
their-
swinging chickens?
Yeah, with their chickens. I like being able to see those in HD. It's
Well, I thought they were just clubs.
yeah, I
the
kind of thought
original.
they were just clubs in the
I-
original too.
I think they were just clubs in the original. If they were chickens, I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Well, they might have been trying to be chickens and they were lumpy masses. Who knows?
If they were clubs, what an odd change to make.
It's funny though. I like it.
Yeah, no, because they are pretty big fat fucks.
I guess.
You know,
Yeah.
a fat fuck would use chickens as clubs.
What
before
are two-headed
eating
giants
them.
called? Ettins? Something like that.
Yeah.
I can
That
look
would be
that
a
up.
Greek thing, though. Is there a proper European fantasy name for those kind of things?
So somehow survived there.
Nice save, I guess. I'm
Hey, I
still
lived,
not
bitch.
sure how that happened, but nice save.
Yeah, looking up two-headed giant gave me the place when it matched the Gathering.
Yeah. That's Two-Headed Giant is a rule set for playing the game with 4 players, or is it 3 players? I think it's like tag team dueling. Yeah.
I'm shocked because normally it takes me to some sort of Wikipedia article. No, it's Match of the Gathering.
There are actually rule sets for multiple people playing with each other. It's interesting.
I dropped Magic the year I took it in. I was in college, 2005.
And you didn't get that Black Lotus first pull.
I don't even know what that is.
That's the super rare card that goes for like $10,000.
It's fair enough. Wizards of the Coast's games tend to be focused around this. Every turn you can build your power base thing, so you can't use your good cards early on in the game, and that gives the beginning of any given game a really slow-paced feeling. You compare that to Yu-Gi-Oh!
You mean I can't just summon the Winged Dragon of Ra?
Yeah, you compare that to Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you can just basically play anything, unless it requires a sacrifice, in which case it's more a matter of getting more stuff out on the field so you can use it.
Oops.
It's, yeah, that could have gone better. You do that too, huh?
Yeah.
Belly flop to death.
Might as well make it interesting.
Yeah.
I really don't play trading card games, so I wouldn't know what specifically goes into Magic the Gathering.
Well, basically, you play land cards, and the land cards give you energy that you can use, but you can only play like one land card per turn. So
they're basically mana pools for other things you can do.
So you can't have enough lands in play to play a card that requires 10 energy of any type for a minimum of 10 turns. And that's assuming that you get 10 land cards within those 10 turns. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but it does give the game a slower pace toward the beginning, and then everything gets breakneck toward the end. It's also the origin of Hearthstone. Hearthstone and all of its imitators are based on the Magic the Gathering rule set, just in a very simplified way.
Now that's one thing I don't get, digital card games. It's like, at that point, what's the point?
No, it's not a problem. You can get the cards.
To me, it's no different than playing solitaire on,
No, it's a convenient way to play. It's more convenient if you're like me and you don't have many people in real life to play with. But
yeah, but don't you have to like pay for packs in those?
You can pay for packs, but you can also earn them through play. It's the standard microtransaction model, really.
Yes.
Well, I mean, the only difference is that you have physical cards or you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's at least something.
In most of the digital card games, though, they make up for the lack of physical cards by, having a lot of charming animations and stuff, which is something Hearthstone has going for it.
Yeah, we're not at the age of printed animated GIFs yet. We don't live in Harry Potter, I'm sorry to say.
But
when are we gonna? Well, with those holographic screens and all that, when are we gonna get actual Yu-Gi-Oh?
Well, that's the card game I play.
That's like the only thing anyone wanted to use, like those thin glass sheet hologram things for. It's like, I want to play actual Yu-Gi-Oh on it.
So wait, is there like an authentic virtual reality Yu-Gi-Oh game yet?
Not that I know of. But augmented reality would be the way to go for that. So you could see your cards and play your cards and have images of the monsters appearing on them, kind of like in the
I'd buy it.
comic.
A lot of people would buy it, which surprises me that no one's done it yet.
Well, there's only one person who can legally do it, and that would be Konami. And,
Oops.
Well, they're Konami, so we'll probably see a holographic Yu-Gi-Oh! Pachinko machine one of these days, though.
Wait, holographic Yu-Gi-Oh! Pachinko machines?
Yeah, it's holographic, so they don't have to build
card games.
They don't actually have to build the Pachinko machine if it's holographic, you see. It's just have a hologram of Pachinko playing.
Oh, they're really cheap.
So it's the Out of This World Star Fox level?
Yeah, I guess.
That's close as we've come to that, but...
One thing I do kind of like about Entropy's model here is that the pistons on his back aren't just two cylinders. There's, like, actual machinery that it's pistoning in and out of.
And that was like that in the original. It's more obvious here, though, I would say.
I guess it's the animation bounce that highlights it, then.
A little bit, yeah.
I feel this fight was easier in the in this game than the original.
Yeah, but when I was
easier
a kid,
to tell the depth.
It is easier to tell the depth, and that does make it a lot easier too. But when I was a kid, I thought Entropy was the hardest trucking boss ever, and I don't know why. Because like even in the original, I have no trouble with it anymore.
To me, it was that perception in shitboxes.
Yeah. Those missiles would hit you from halfway across the room.
A
And he just
nefarious
explodes.
trophy.
What happens to him?
Nothing.
You smack him enough times and then he just combusts.
You see, that's a double joke because people mispronounce his name as Trophy all the time. In fact, I'm sure one of us did it in a previous part. It's entropy.
Was it you?
As in entropy. You know?
Yeah.
We're definitely moving
It's
up
very
in the world.
delicate, which is why nothing's going to happen between now and the end of the game.
We're definitely moving up in the world. Look at Uka Uka and his sexy bone jiggle action.
Your taxpayer money.
Wait, our taxpayer money is going to Vicarious Visions? That explains...
Bone physics.
That
Bone
explains
physics.
a lot about the state of our country, if so.
I don't know, one of those corporate tax breaks probably did. Also, dick move.
Unfortunately,
Pretty sure everyone missed those boxes.
I
Yep.
don't think the whole tax bill thing doesn't affect this year's tax, right? Just next year's? Like,
Yeah.
when you do your 2018 taxes at the beginning of 2019?
Doesn't really matter for us.
Well, yeah, because I'm getting my refund for this year. It's my first tax refund in years because it's the first time I've had a job where taxes are automatically deducted. So, yeah, I am thinking about this stuff. Right.
Yeah, the adulting problems.
Remember back in my day where the only thing I had to worry about was could I afford a booster pack? Now it's can I afford my car?
Can I afford anything? Good old Crash problem of trying to go backwards.
I still haven't found anyone to play real life Magic the Gathering with. That big ass box of cards that I got at the convention that one year. Still sitting on a table somewhere.
Are there no local card shops or comic books?
There are local card shops, but I'm not. I don't have my own.
Yeah, but that requires social activity.
Well, I don't have my own car yet, and I'm using a car, but I'm only allowed to use it for work. So, I can't just go out and play cards with it.
I think it's time you start lying. It's like, where are you going, Lois? I'm going to work.
And there is the
On my
problem,
magic
like,
deck.
everything that I want to go out and do takes place usually on Fridays at around 7. And guess what one of my work days is? Fridays at 7.
Yeah, that unfortunately just kind of happens with the territory of having a job.
You guys need to play more Yu-Gi-Oh.
Like, there's a karate place that I want to go take lessons at. It's like 5 minutes away
What,
from my house.
Playing Magic?
No, karate place to take lessons at.
Oh,
Lessons
so
in
we call
karate.
playing Magic? Is it a karate dojo that plays Magic?
No.
Why, there are karate dojos that play Pokemon in the
This
Pokemon
is-
world.
yeah. This is a separate,
I know. It's like, this is
unrelated
not
example.
too far-fetched of an idea.
This is a separate, unrelated example. I want to go take karate lessons at this place that's like 5 minutes away by car. But you know, most martial arts places of any persuasion, their regular lesson times are like at 6 o'clock on Friday nights, because that's like the time when people are most likely to be available for that kind of thing. And well, I can't. It's just not something that my schedule will allow me to do with any regularity.
I've only been to one of those kind of karate classes a long time ago in my youth, and
I took a jujitsu lesson. It was a free jujitsu lesson at an MMA place. Unfortunately, they didn't have any trial lessons as far as striking stuff went. They obviously made the jujitsu stuff free because it's not something that you can master with one lesson and then continue to practice on your own. Or, well, not master with one lesson, but, you know, get the idea with one lesson and then
Was
practice.
the rabbi
with
nice
one
at least?
What?
Was the rabbi nice at least?
What?
I get it.
Well, in any case, I took...
Do you ever think about that, Ryan? It's like, if there's one karate master, if there's one karate form that you have to master, would you do it because you're Jewish?
Probably, yes.
What's he practicing? Jiu-jitsu. That's very like Ryan.
Jiu-jitsu is grappling, so you need a partner to practice it. But the first thing I did for that lesson was just a warm-up, which was like 10 minutes of uninterrupted exercise and running around I was dead by the time that was done. Like, I made it through to the end, but I couldn't move. I laid down on the ground, started drinking my water, and realized I couldn't get up. Like, my body just shut down.
Your body was not ready.
But then that's when you had that moment of tranquility where you realized there was no
It wasn't
bottle of water.
tranquility. My body felt like jelly.
But jelly is free form and moving whenever it wants.
Not
No,
quite.
It could
like-
survive earthquakes.
It felt like, since we've mentioned Harry Potter once already, I think, we probably have. It's what I do in these
We did.
commentaries.
Harry Potter and the Cable Guy.
I felt
Yeah.
like Gilderoy Lockhart had removed all my bones. That's what I felt like.
Gross.
Yeah, it was gross, especially in live action. I am surprised they included that in the movie, but there you go.
You literally regrow bones. Why aren't you helping people with missing limbs and shit?
They can regrow bones. Can they regrow skin?
Probably, yes. Eh,
You're not going for that trophy, are you? Okay, never mind.
nope. I was waiting for it to explode.
Yep. I mean, I know that the game doesn't have that problem in this version, but I'm still nervous about letting TNT explode off screen.
Yeah, same here. Nope.
Are you serious?
Look, that look Crash gave you. He's like, really, jackass?
Got the gem anyway. I lived, bitch.
Oh, God, that was great.
Yeah, just a fraction too late. Ugh. So now we're on tier 4. Some of the levels start getting really annoying with their boxes. Not this one though. This one's easy.
Interesting.
What?
I didn't think you would be restricted to Coco in this level. Like, I was pretty sure that...
Which is weird because you can switch between Coco and Crash's level.
Yeah.
Huh. How odd. That's
Very
not
odd.
equal opportunity.
Yeah, I know.
Technically, it's not. So.
Oh shit! Got the title part. Is Crash sexist?
No, we said we wouldn't be doing that anymore.
No, like, I never actually tried switching. I saw that you could switch in the other airplane level and assumed you could do it in this one too. Apparently I was wrong.
Nope. Apparently, Crash is too good for Blumps.
I will say that the airplane level, I don't necessarily know that it is better, but it feels better to play.
I think it's just better entirely. The way it looks, the way it feels, and I believe the target reticle in the
Is actually accurate.
is new. Yeah.
Somewhat accurate. The thing about the bullets in the airplane levels was that the bullets are actual projectiles. Like the individual bullet has to hit the plane. So it's very strange because normally when a video game has bullets, they use hit scan because, you know, that's just easier to compute. It's like playing laser tag with the enemies, but the bullets here are actually projectiles.
Careful, don't get the last Blum until that box breaks.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it would count.
I don't think it does.
Well, then, yeah, it's better not to risk it.
It gets strange, yeah.
Well, life is strange.
Eh.
Bye, Crash Bandicoot.